Hey everyone, welcome to Module 5, Sustaining Physical Activity for a Lifetime, Teacher Support video for Understanding Physical Activity for Wellness modules. We want to welcome you back. If you've been using these for the last couple weeks, if you're new, there are teacher support videos for modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each provides sort of a unique take on the week's content, but also different tips for implementation. So you want to take advantage of those if you have some time and you're interested. These videos located down here, you can follow these links if you're interested in sort of a little bit more in-depth information about our approach. This is the fifth of 5 modules in our series, and so be thinking about what's next. If you started using these when we started releasing them 5 weeks ago, you probably have a few weeks, several weeks or more of school left. And so what approach are you going to take to extend the content and the experience through the end of the year and make sure that's meaningful to students' ability to manage and thrive through the rest of the school year? Take some confidence. If you've been using these for the last 5 weeks, you've gained meaningful experience using online instruction. Whether you've used the videos that shall be recorded over or whether you customize them to your school context and your student needs. You've got experience. And so moving forward, think about what worked, what didn't. If you received any feedback from parents and students, what was that? And try to apply that in the last couple weeks. Because at the end of the day, we're all action researchers. I've said it many times that there's not a whole lot of evidence to be able to paint a picture of what effective practice in online physical education looks like at this point. There just hasn't been a lot of research on that. And so you can trust your gut. Trust your reflective process. Use your reflective lens to identify what good practice is within your school context. You can be confident in your experiences. You can be confident in your reflective process and kind of come down on what works for you and what works for your students. This week, we're asking these 2 questions here that are related to helping students sustain their physical activity through a lifetime. During this module, we want to encourage you to try to invite students to know one or more of these objectives, to be able to perform or do one or more of these objectives, and reflect on one or more of these objectives. And keep in mind, these are suggestions. These are what we think might be quality content for students, but as always, you are obviously the teacher, and it's up to your good discretion to decide what's best for your students. Regardless of the sort of the objectives that you take, we want to encourage you to help students manage and thrive. And one way you can do that is to invite students into meaningful movement experiences, encouraging them to find activity, physical activity, that has meaning to them as individuals. And this idea has really been expanded on and explored through a series of research studies and blog posts and commentary by a research group. And you can find a lot of what they've written at this link. This link in particular is a blog post on health physical education at home. So you can kind of find out what some of the heavy hitters in this area view as meaningful physical activity and physical education within this sort of current context. They also have a ton of great resources for what it means in a face-to-face PE, so we encourage you to look at that as well. And again, we want you to think beyond the extended school closures. Are you able to or willing, or can you find a place where you can embed some of this content from these modules into your face-to-face classes? If you're not confident yet to be able to embed information about these contents, we encourage you to look up some of the resources at the end of each of the content videos. There's plenty of great resources, and if you have trouble locating them, feel free to reach out to us and we can help you do some of that reading. Get you a place where you're comfortable knowing this stuff if you want to teach it in your classes moving forward. Again, we want to support technology. So accessing, we want to go to the drive. This is what it'll look like. If you have any documents that you've created related to the content, feel free to upload them to the shared document resources. If you have any links to videos or physical activity invitations, you can upload those into the sheets. We're on module 5. So this is what you'll see. We've got the content video here. If you want to download the content video, you can right click. You either need to download it onto your local computer or make a copy and paste it into your own Google Classroom. We can't provide access to the one that's in this folder. You'll need to make a copy or you'll need to download it, and you can do that. If you want resources, go into the assessment, find which one you like. Again, right click, make a copy or download. Voice over the content video can be found here. Shelby made some teacher support videos that show you how to add voiceover in iMovie, how to screen record on iPad or iPhone, and how to add your face for recording. These are super short, super informative. So if you're interested in doing any of that, you can. Because keep in mind, the content video is also available in slide format, and so you can record your own voice over that, and these resources can help you do that. So since this is the 5th and final module that we'll be developing at this point, just to kind of reinforce what we were trying to do here, is we saw this as an opportunity to support you all. This was a rapid transition that was just probably absolutely chaotic in a lot of ways for a lot of people, including teachers, including us. But as physical education teacher educators, we viewed this as a obvious and important time to be able to support you all. And so we really are thankful for the opportunity and hope that you found value in what we did. And ultimately, our desire to support you comes from a desire to support students. We're all physical education teachers, and we all taught before coming to the teacher education. And so students obviously have a special place in our heart. And so hopefully your students have found value from this. And we were thankful for the opportunity to help you help support your students. We were also thankful for the opportunity to create something based on the accumulation of what we've been thinking about for a couple years. And really, at the end of the day, it's an opportunity for a lot of us to learn. We learned a lot. I learned a ton. I mean, I've researched, technology and online in particular, but I'll admit that I don't like using technology. And so this really forced my hand into learning how to screen record and learn how to use some of this and feel what it's like for you all to be an online PE teacher. Just for transparency, I have kept this a little bit less formal because I view this as more of a conversation than sort of dictating, which is why my videos have these slides here and Shelby's videos are so much better than mine. But we learned a lot. We hope that you learned something too, and we definitely hope that your students were able to take something from this. So thanks for this opportunity. We hope that it was a little bit enjoyable. We hope it was enriching for you. You did it. Like, you probably never thought that you would be teaching online physical education, and you did. So take something from that, take something positive from it, use it to feel empowered moving forward. And we just wish you all the best. You're on the ground, you're doing the work to help students stay safe, stay motivated, and manage and thrive and get healthy. And so thanks for what you do. Thanks for your service to the students in your communities. And we wish you all the best. Feel free to reach out to chat anytime.